Beep, 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 beep. Welcome, good jesterites, to the court of the EDI Jester. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's 3 o'clock in the morning again. I must be mad. There is an online repository, online suppository, called thebylinetimes.com. Right? Okay, so this is where we're going to go today, because this is to talk about what's happening in regarding to PSHE. Now, this was one of the major topics raised at the Battle of Ideas this year, and also at the LGBT Alliance conference, in which a teacher told the story of how he had inadvertently aided and abetted in gay conversion therapy that is trans, right? It was a deeply sad thing to see this young man so utterly destroyed by his own good intentions. It was very, very hard to listen to him speak, and it was very sad to see the rather bedraggled and embattled individual before us. That was quite sad. But I also got the chance to listen to some other wonderful people. Rachel was there, a lady called Rachel, who spoke to us at length about the problems with, for example, Brighton schools and the nuttery of the LGBTQ in the schools. So I then came across this from the Byline Times, which is just quite extraordinary. I'm going to ask you to go and read it. As usual, you can I put the whole thing, the link in the doobers for you. Buy me a coffee, subscribe, and share this on Twitter or wherever from YouTube, please, if you would. This is the secret lesson plan. In brackets, right? Sex and relationship education in schools targeted by Christian nationalism groups. Let's just pause for a second here. The Byline Times says that sex and relationship education in schools is being targeted by Christian nationalism groups. The culture wars rumble on in British education with a combination of opaquely funded think tanks and activist groups influencing government policy. They are what they say you are, folks. Remember that. Education Secretary Gillian Keegan has written to schools regarding relationship and sex education. RSC resources, after previously writing to schools on the 31st of March 2023, reminding them that parents are allowed to request to see teaching resources. Keegan says the latest letter is to debunk the copyright myth that parents cannot see what their children are being taught, and to encourage parents to have confidence in their right to know what their children are seeing and being taught in the classroom. This comes after Miriam Cates MP launched a private member's bill to give parents the legal right to see materials used in relationship and sex education lessons, and prohibit schools from using any externally produced teaching resources that are not available for public scrutiny. Fair enough. The bill has the support of over 70 MPs and is based on reports produced by Kate's New Social Covenant organisation and the opaquely funded Policy Exchange think tank that made unverified claims regarding inappropriate sexually explicit content being taught. Unverified claims. I've read the Policy Exchange document. It looks to me like most of it was verified. Byline Times. It's written by 4 incels in their stinking basement somewhere. The campaign against secret lesson plans was founded by Claire Page, who is linked to the group Don't Divide Us. Right? Now, Don't Divide Us is run by a marvellous woman who I saw at the Battle of Ideas called Alka. Right? Brilliant thinker. I mean, erudite speaker. The whole works, And they're saying, right, this is linked to the group Don't Divide Us, who created a guide for parents to search for teachers seeking to indoctrinate children with dangerous ideologies, recommending they collect information, scrutinise behaviour systems, provide the Don't Divide Us approved reading list, and make suggestions about what should be taught. This site has a form for parents to report controversial materials. Don't Divide Us is linked to a number of organisations that appear intent on importing US-style culture wars into the UK, which has led to authoritarian anti-LGBT plus legislation in Republican states. That entire paragraph is just a lie, an untruth, a distortion of reality. It's none of those things. None of them. Cates claims some schools are refusing to share resources and lesson plans, particularly those produced by third-party organisations. This was after Cates raised the issue of explicit sex education lessons in Parliament at Prime Minister Questions in March, based on her own report. In response, Sunak announced an upcoming review of RSE will be brought forward, and Education Secretary Gillian Keegan wrote to schools to remind them to make materials available to parents. This is all very well and good, but my worry is parents don't know what they're looking for. It's my worry. Is it your worry too? Is it your worry too? The parents don't know what they're looking for. It's a very good question. I put up something the other day. Right, is there list of things you're looking for? Look for these words: non-binary, trans, gender identity. Because it's not just in PSHE and RSHE. RSHE. It's not in PSHE and RSE. It's in everything, right? So it goes across the curriculum. Don't forget that. It'll be in maths. It'll be in science. Jane is a non-binary physicist, right? What is the boiling point of water? So Byline Times have got form for reporting nonsense like this, and they've once again they've done what they always do, which is to take the chance to try and smear everybody involved as something nefarious. And what they go on to say at the end of the article, which feel free to read it, is Page has founded no secret lesson plans and is listed as a writer and supporter of Don't Divide Us, which is partnered with Claire Fox's Academy of Ideas and the Equiano project founded by GB News presenter Inaya Folarin Iman, who was formerly a Brexit Party candidate and is linked to the Free Speech Union. If I was linked to all those things, I'd be incredibly proud. I love the idea that I met most of the people who are doing those things, and I'm incredibly proud. Not just of me, but of them. The Byline Times is toss pottery of the first order. That's what it is, toss pottery. Right? DDU's director, here we go, is Olga Siegel-Cuthbert, also a former Brexit Party candidate. Oh gosh, the horror. The advisory council includes Iman, former Jewish Chronicle editor Stephen Pollard, and Tony Sewell, who led the government's commission into race and ethnic disparities, which controversially concluded there was no institutional racism in the UK. Because there's not. DDU and the Equiano project are both supported by controversial head teacher Catherine Burble-Singh. This is just insane, right? So this bunch of nutters that have written this, right? You know what they've done, don't you? Because it's obvious, isn't it? Right, what they've done. They've gone on Twitter and they put in, there's a Twitter thing in there where you can get like a circle with all the people that you know, right? So I was like 2 connections from J.K. Rowling and 4 connections from him and 3 connections from her, you know? You've seen it. It's like faces that go insert to get in the middle as you, right? Or me, in this case. That's what they've done. They got, right, just use that circle thing. What, have you got it? What are you going to put in it? Well, start with this Olka woman. She seems a troublemaker. Right, I put it in. Who's she connected to? Someone called Brian? No, I mean serious people. Right. Oh, yeah. She knows the T-boy at GB News. That's what they've done. They've got one of these and gone. This is a great read because it is purely from an ideological perspective that they cannot get out of, right? So it says DDU and the Equiano project, both supported by controversial head teacher Catherine Burble-Singh, who spoke about pupils identifying as cats at NatCon before becoming embroiled in the debate around a secret recording in a classroom, as reported by Otto English. Stop reading. Otto English. Claire Page's No Secret Lesson Plan group were contacted for comment, but did not respond by the time of the publication. This was written by someone called Karen Bales. Well, you've obviously bailed on reality, you stupid person. So, written by Karen Bales. God, I mean, I don't even know who that is, but I don't really care. Byline Times is obviously run by nutters. So go and have a look. Oh, I found Karen Bales. Right, got him, a journalist, yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, exactly what you'd expect. Go and have a look for yourself. Exactly what you'd expect. Good God. So, there you go. It's an ideological... You have to read it, right? Because it's just like, they are literally nuts. They're doing 6 degrees of separation, you know? Not that way, why? Because I've reached Kevin Bacon. Come back, that's what they've been doing. Right, put it in. Right, ooh, right, they're not very nice. He was once unpleasant to me in Waitrose. Well, all I can say to you, Karen Bales of the Byline Time, is your times are coming up. You're done. You're over. We are going to end the likes of you with your lies and your untruths and your inability to recognise reality. It might take a few years, but we're coming. So, good luck to you with your circular. Right, whatever you found now. Gene Wilder, he's dead. Well, right, not him then. Next, Gert Wilder. Oh, no. I'll see you later. Bye.